Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Did God really command destruction and wars in the Old Testament? This is one of the most difficult questions in the Bible. This is part 2 of understanding Israel from a biblical perspective. When we read the Old Testament, we see moments where God has commanded Israel to go to war. And if we are honest, it may feel very difficult to understand. But there are a few important things we need to know. First, these were specific commands for a specific time and a specific purpose. This was not a general rule for all generations. In the Bible, God was dealing with nations that had become extremely violent and corrupt over long periods of time. Just like now, God gives us grace over long periods of time. He gives countries and nations grace over long periods, politicians, families, grace over long periods of time. In Genesis 15:16, it reads, "In the 4th generation, your descendants will come back here, for the sin of the Amorites has not yet reached its full measure." So God was showing patience to the Amorites. It wasn't overnight. It was not all of a sudden. It was after long periods of warning. And this is very important. I want you to notice something. These commands to go to war did not come directly from kings, not directly from politicians, or not directly from human decisions. It came directly from God. This makes them unique moments in history, not examples for us to follow today. When we come to the New Testament, we see a clear shift through Jesus. Jesus teaches us, love your enemies, pray for those who persecutes you. God's focus moves from physical battles to transforming hearts. So the wars in the Old Testament were not a pattern for humanity. They were specific acts of judgment at a specific time, and they point us to something deeper: our need for our Savior who brings peace. As Christians today, we are not commanded, or we are not called to fight physical battles. We are called to love, we are called to forgive, and most importantly, we are called to be peacemakers. Old Testament wars were judgments, God's judgment in a moment. But Jesus reveals God's heart for all time. If this has helped you understand the Bible a little bit more clearly, please follow the page. I teach simple to help us grow in truth.